This is called the mixer. This is the bowl to hold the contents. Okay. And this is the wire whisk. You put it here. It's for mixing. Then we have our ingredients here. This is the sugar. Today we are baking a white forest cake. Ingredients, we have sugar, 165 grams. You put it here. This is the flour, the sieved flour. You have to sieve your flour 4 times to get a fine cake. Yeah, a sponge cake. Then you put it here. The method is called all-in-all method. Really. You're mixing everything into one bowl. We have eggs here. There are 6 eggs. And the grams for the flour, it was 165 grams. Here we have margarine, 100 grams of margarine. This is vanilla essence. We use powdered vanilla essence because it has very good smell. 1 teaspoon. Then you turn on the Before you start baking, you have to preheat your oven for 15 seconds. You mix for 6 minutes. These are prepared baking tin. Then you put it into the preheated oven. You time your degrees to 180, or the cake will take at least 1 hour to cool. Then you start decorating it. Now, depending on the decor, that's when you know the hours that you're going to use. Like for a hard bag, you need like 3 hours to decorate it. Yeah.
We're back with Phyllis, and she's going to take us through the decor for the cake, and she's going to take us through how we do the decor and do it in the perfect way.
In a perfect way.
So,
yeah.
Can you explain to us what are these that we have here?
Yeah. This is a cake, and you want to make a blueberry cake. This is blueberry. This is the cake. Here we have our whipping cream. It is already whipped. And knife, this is a serrated knife, and this is a palette knife.
So what's the difference between these two?
This one is for decorating, this one is for cutting.
Okay. So when you want to achieve the different layers, like what we see in a red velvet and all, you have to do the cuttings.
Yes. And this is what I want to do. You cut the cake into 3. start with the first layer. You apply the cream. The cream depends on how the customer wants it. Some wants so much, others need just little.
So you can do a bigger layer of the cream if
Yes.
the customer demands for it.
Yes. You put the blueberries. They're usually very sweet. You put the next layer. You put the cream again.
So assuming you wanted to do a rainbow cake and you wanted to have different colors, how would you do it?
You bake different colors of cakes. Like you bake purple, you bake yellow, orange, then you combine them like this. Yeah.
You also still have to do the cream on top.
Yes. It's a very delicious cake. It's called a blueberry cake. Then you put the last layer, which is the reverse side. Cream on top. Then you first spread from the top. Now start putting at the side. Get the backward stroke. I hope you are running.
Yeah, a lot. How do you make sure that it doesn't fall off? Because it sticks on.
The cream sticks it on.
But there's also supposed to be fair spreading throughout the...
Yes. Here is chocolate, white chocolate. You don't have to be perfect because you're putting chocolate on top.
So this.
Yeah, so you're putting the chocolate. Think you can hear? Let's see.
Okay. This is interesting. Today I should change careers already.
Yeah.
This rate had changed careers. But for you, because you're used to doing this, it doesn't take a lot of time.
Yes. It takes like 10 minutes for me to decorate a cake. You've already spoiled.
I think I'll give it back to you.
I want to take a piece of red velvet to make my decor. I know you wonder what for the red colorings. Oh, that's how you get it.
Yeah, we always wondered what the red color was.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that makes your cake beautiful. Then you're done. You have your cake.
And it looks amazing.
Yeah. This is the edible paper that you make the name with. So you put in a machine, a printer, then you just type the name that you want, then you'll bring the name here. on this edible paper, and the machine has edible inks. Yeah.
So you can even customize if it's a picture of someone.
Yeah, on this paper. Yeah.
It's edible.
It's edible. Yeah. Yes.
So
it's made of sugar. And we usually bake healthy cakes, like for diabetic people, for autistic children. Like we bake rice flour cake too, not always wheat flour, because some people are allergic to wheat. And for the diabetic cake, we don't use sugar. We use the healthy ingredients like brown flour, honey instead of sugar, carrots, we use zucchini, we use beetroot. Yeah.
So if someone is diabetic or something, they can still enjoy
a piece of cake.
They won't shy off from the party.
Yes. And also for the autistic children, we usually make, they are so allergic to wheat, so we make with rice flour or sweet potato flour. Yeah.
And it still tastes as good?
As good as the other cake.
So assuming even if someone is watching their weight, they can still do the healthy cakes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell us about, maybe you can tell us about your school, about if someone is watching at home and they want this amazing cake, how can we reach you?
If you want this kind of a cake or any other cake, a fruit cake, a vanilla cake, a red velvet, I have a Facebook page. It's called Fima Bakers. Also, you can get me through my telephone line. My line number is 0725 018 909. And also we have another one at 0715 874 619.
Do you do home deliveries?
Yes, I do. I do. Yes.
Okay. Tell us a parting shot about your school.
My school is called Red Velvet School of Cakes, and I teach ladies, men, women how to bake.
And also how to do the decor.
Yes.
Before we get to the amazing part that we've all been waiting for, because even my cameraman at this point, they're very curious to taste this cake. So before we get there, I want you to tell something to someone who wants to start baking.
Baking is just simple and it is profitable, so you can just venture into this. It is as simple as you've seen it. You just need an oven of 10K and a small mixer of 3,500 to start with. Yeah.
So this is something that even a stay-home mom can do.
Yes.
Bake in the house, deliver for people.
Yes.
And do good business.
Yes.
And finally, here we are.
With your cake.
Okay. The cameramen are ready. Okay, so you're going to do the cutting for us.
And you sing for me?
Yeah. It should have been your birthday, would have sung.
You need to see that.
Tell us about the details inside.
Now, this is the cream, this is the blueberry, this is the first layer, second layer, and the third layer.
And then I love the amazing colors that are inside. It brings out different colors.
Yes. It is the blueberry that is bringing out the purple color.
Yeah. So we can finally have a taste of this cake.
Oh yes.
And that is where we end tonight's show with this delicious cake. Remember, if you want a piece of this and many more delicious cakes like you've seen today, Fima Bakers is the place to ask for your cake. Remember the contacts. You can see the contacts below on our screen. Till next time, same place, same time. God bless you. Then how.
Cheers.